Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. As far as the Bucks concerned this week, not much to tell you other than the spring training. The regular training camp starts the last week of July. And our first preseason game's the middle of August. Right now, as we've said before, they're not in the building. Not any news on any contracts with Vita Vea or Baker Mayfield. Maybe not. We might not hear it till they actually have one, or maybe not. Maybe they won't be re-signed until after the season. We don't know. We just have to keep you posted when anything comes out of one place. But for right now, all there is the grass getting mowed over there. Nothing much, no more news on the Bucks as far as they're concerned until a few more weeks or something breaks with the general manager and some contracts. As far as any other news in the NFL, not any major news in the NFL. Nothing of substance except Travis Kelce married Taylor Swift at Madison Square Gardens. That's about it. Football related in the big of the news. A lot of the players were there. Our Tom Brady right here was there, and Ron Gronkowski and some of the others. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, the coach. Up at the big wedding, 3rd of July, Madison Square Garden, New York City. We all heard enough about it, but that's about the biggest football related news that's going on. We're going to move on to the Tampa Bay Rays baseball team, which is real big news because they're leading the American League East ahead of the New York Yankees by 3 games. Tuesday night was the first game in that series, and New York went into Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg and beat our Rays. And they're the team we're going to have to keep trying to take out, the New York Yankees. Last night we won the game 6-4, and as a shooting of this show, there will be a third game starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. This is Wednesday night. That'll be the third game of the series against the New York Yankees. Hopefully we can get out there and win that game. It was a tough game last night. We hit some home runs and won that game 6-4. Again, we're still 3 games out ahead of the New York Yankees in the American League East. Next Tuesday night, which is Tuesday next week, there'll be the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, and 4 of the players in the All-Star Game will be from the Rays. So that's a big accomplishment for the Tampa Bay Rays. And of course, Junior Caminero, who came in second last year in the Home Run Derby during the All-Star weekend, will be in the Home Run Derby this year. So possibly he can win that Home Run Derby, which he placed real well at number 2 out of all the home run hitters last year in the Home Run Derby, which a lot of people watch that Home Run Derby. I do myself, especially we got a Ray in it. But that's the Ray news. No big news on the Rays other than they're playing good ball and tough ball and competitive ball. And they're in the standings leading a division that we didn't think they would even be near. Some people had them at 60 games, 65 games for the whole total this year, and they're well over 50, and they're only halfway through the season. So this team is really over and excelling to where they should be, and they're playing some good brand of baseball, some heady baseball, with a low budget against the kings of the king in the American League, the New York Yankees. And tonight, that third game is going to be the big news of sports in the Tampa Bay area. The Lightning, nothing to say, nothing going on. They're over there enjoying their break till October when the season starts. No big signings, no big news. As far as Major League racing, Chicagoland last week, Chase Briscoe won that NASCAR race up in Chicago, and the PGA was at the John Deere tournament. Chris Gotty from New Jersey won the John Deere PGA tournament in Illinois. Sundays was the last round. This week is the Scottish Open in golf. This is when the golfers go overseas to the last major of the year, the British Open. And as we've said before, the Masters, the PGA Championship, the U.S. Open, and the 4th major tournament of the year, the British Open. But the week before the British Open, guess what's happening? The Scottish Open. And that's where the PGA golfers will be going this week. If they want to go a week early to England to acclimate themselves to the climate and the weather, which is a lot different from it is in the United States. So some of the PGA golfers take their family over there to the Scottish Open. They can acclimate themselves to the fog, to the cold weather, because it's like 60 degrees over there. Some of these golfers that train in Florida get over and say, "Damn, I'm wearing jackets out here playing." And then the following week will be the British Open, the last major of the year in the PGA. So we're going to be keeping you posted on that major and the Scottish Open next show. But the Scottish Open is kind of a warm up to the British Open. Just those who want to go over there. Some don't go over there to the actual week of the British Open. That's their deal. But the acclimation, you can see where that could kind of help you if you couldn't get acclimated. So there was the big news stories in sports this week. Not a whole lot to tell you about anything in baseball or football or hockey because we're just in that time of year when there's not a lot of sports going on. I want to tell you that the Sports Talk with the Cowboy football pool will start as of the first game of this season. We'll be able to give you more information when the NFL season gets closer, but we will be having the Sports Talk with the Cowboy football pool again this coming up year. And we're looking forward to a big year with the Buccaneers. And we're looking for some big things for the Buccaneers and our Rays and our Lightning. And we're continuing to pull for all our teams in the Tampa sports media market, especially our Buccaneers. And we'll keep you posted on what's going on anywhere in sports that have anything pertaining to this. The World Cup is down to 8 teams. The United States was beaten by Belgium 4-1 Monday night, so they're out. There's 8 teams of the 48 left, and all will play this week. And after that, there'll be 4 teams, and after that, there'll be 2 that'll play for the World Cup. But it won't be the American soccer team because they got put out by Belgium. And I'm sure some of you watched it. I watched it because it was USA, and we didn't look too good and got beat pretty good 4-1. So the next show, God bless you, and put your hand out for those who need one. Pray for our country. God bless you, Cowboy out.